2022 was the year that my hair was thriving. It was long, thick, minimal split ends. Then all of a sudden it went like this. I racked my brain trying to figure out what had caused it. Was it switching products? Was it UV due to my recent holiday? Was it not doing protective styles? The list was endless, but today I came across this video by the textologist.
So I'm going to share a few things for you to take into consideration before getting it braided. Number one, I want you to assess, is your hair in a healthy state to even get it braided? What does that mean? It means if you're experiencing thinning or breakage, it's not worth getting it braided. It is not in a healthy state. I'm sorry, I know you probably don't want to hear that, but I want you to keep your hair.
And watching this and reading the comments made me think, did braids my hair up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name's Kiki and I do all things curly hair tips, product reviews and styling. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the topic of did braids mess my hair up and what you can do to avoid this happening to you. So I've always been one for braids. I absolutely love them, especially when it comes to going away for a holiday or just giving myself a break from my natural hair styling routines. I feel like braids are a very nice option. However, I've never been one who's done braids back to back to back. I've always done braids and then just given myself a break. Literally because they're so expensive to install, and because I can't do them myself or I don't really know anyone close to me who can do them, it's not really a feasible style for me to wear 100% of the time. Long story short, I was scrolling through my camera roll today trying to compare when I got my hair cut and what styles I did before my hair got to that horrendous point where my ends were broken and thinning. And to keep it real, I figured out that it wasn't actually the braids that did that to my hair. Still to this day, I'm not completely sure about what it was, but I think it's down to a lack of moisture personally. Braids didn't mess my hair up, but according to this video, it completely messes with some of us curly girls and natural hair girls. So I'm going to unpick a few of the reasons why and give you a few tips as to how to manage your hair while it's in braids to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. So the first thing we need to be doing when we get our hair braided is we are going to a trusted stylist, someone who's actually going to respect the integrity of your hair. They're not just doing it to make the style look good and then when you take them out your hair's completely ruined. You want someone who's not going to tear the blow dryer up so hot or flat iron it before they do the braids. They want to actually make sure that the health of your hair is still intact by the end of it. When you have braids, your hair care routines and your hair care practices do not stop. As much as braids are a fantastic break from washing, styling, conditioning your natural hair shouldn't be neglected under the braids. It's very important that you do not just forget about your hair. You still maintain a weekly or every other day or every 3 days, you make sure you are hydrating your hair with water. You're using some sort of leave-in product, whether that be a cream or conditioner, and you are maybe sealing that with some sort of light oil. That is obviously optional. That's not needed, but definitely water and some sort of leave-in moisturizing product is definitely going to be needed whilst your hair is still in the braids. Now, I've made sure that whenever I get braids, I now do this. Not so much when I was younger and I used to get braids. I didn't really have that much knowledge about how to maintain braids, but now I do look after my hair when I get any added hair put into my braids. And I think this is just the key to looking after it. Maintaining it on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis by moisturizing it, still washing your actual hair when it's in the braids. I know that it's not ideal because the braids do go a little frizzy. However, if you're wearing them for longer than 3 weeks, you definitely want to get some sort of shampoo on your scalp and some sort of conditioner throughout the hair. So washing is still very important. Weekly maintenance is still very important, and the takedown process is very important. I feel like a lot of us do not really take care when we manage our hair and we take them out of the braids, but This can actually cause your hair to snap off if, number one, your hair's not moisturized, and number two, you detangle and you're just really rough and you don't actually remove the shed hair before you hop into the shower when you finally take them down. That is a huge part of it. I like to make sure that when I'm taking my braids down, I apply something onto my hair, whether that be an oil or a leave-in or some sort of pre-poo treatment, as I am going through the sections and detangling before I then get in the shower. And finally, braids are technically a protective style. They're not really a protective style if you don't actually protect your hair while it's in them. The best piece of advice that I would take if you want to do protective styles, just use your own hair. Don't get any synthetic hair added, because once you add the synthetic hair, it makes it very difficult to keep your hair moisturized. As much as we can moisturize our hair when it's in the braids, there's only so much that's going to actually get to your hair. So I would recommend, if you want to grow your hair, you want to retain length, just do protective styles and braids and twists with your own hair. That way you can see what it looks like, you can see how dry it is or not dry it is, and you can really manage your expectations when it comes to the health of your hair and installing these styles. You know that nobody's going to be blow drying it too much or using hot water to seal it at the end, and it's maybe going traveling up the length of the hair. Maybe there's too much tension on the braids. Like, all of those things you can definitely avoid with just using your own hair. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you get braids or have got braids and regularly use them, and what your experience is with them, and I will see you in the next video.